is cold. Twisting metal, thunder growls, screams of tires, dirt that scowls. Crank it loud, boys, let it blast. Roads of fury racing fast. Southern Pride racing hours here. Fuel the fire, shift the gear. Every lap a rebel's dream. Gasoline, hearts and the scream. Dave and Dean crown the track. Each corner fight, ain't turning back. Crank it loud, boys, let it blast. Roads of fury racing fast. Southern Pride racing hours here. Fuel the fire, shift the gear. Nights alive, wheels embrace, burn the streets, set the pace. Hours, speed's the creed. Southern Pride, racing breed. Southern Pride, racing hours here. Fuel the fire, shift the gear. Nights alive, wheels embrace, burn the streets, set the pace. Hours, speed's the creed. Southern Pride, racing breed.
Oh, yeah. And yeah, back
Let's go.
in the saddle again, as Errol Smith said.
Let's go racing.
Not that saddle, but we're here in the studio with the Southern Pride Racing Hour, Dean. It's only been a few days, but man, a lot has happened.
Yes, it has. Yes. Exciting.
We're your hosts, Dave and Dean. Cornbread Man, I call Dean the professor because he knows so much about racing.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
we just got to get up. And I do have your name on the screen.
Yes.
The extra camera doesn't do names, so it's just a weird way. So, and I put for this week, wrecking is racing.
Yes,
not
it is.
rubbing, because it's wrecking now.
Yes. Yes. Oh, man.
We're going to talk about Chicago. We'll talk about many of the drivers. We got some videos to watch. Dean's notes will be coming up. Dean, how you been, brother?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Doing good. I like that shirt.
Thank you. Thank
That
you.
looks good. I
Thank you.
like the color on it. Like the shirt.
Thank you. Thank you.
And in just a minute, we're going to show you a new shirt, a new logo that's in our store live right now. And it comes in multiple colors, and you can do different things. We'll talk about that in a minute. That will not be the only racing logo that we have go up. There will be other things that go up related to sports and racing, but this is the first one. And don't forget, our show is brought to you by Patriot Mobile. Make the switch today using that promo code Cornbread. Hey, we had our first one to transition over to Patriot. That's exciting. That just opened the doorway. Mammoth Nation, and there'll be a QR code for that, but that's one of our sponsors. And then W Energy Drinks, use the promo code Southern Fried. And then Podbean. If you want to be a podcaster, don't want to be on screen video, do Podbean, and then you can feed all these MP3 sites. We've got exciting news to be coming soon about all of that. But the exciting news I got tonight is that starting Monday, I pushed it out till Monday because I got to finalize everything. The coffee store is ready. I'm drinking coffee. And Dean, in just a few short days, that's going to be our own coffee.
Okay.
So our coffee store is ready. It is attached to our Shopify store. I've got to turn on a couple things, upload some more logos. The coffee is ready. This has been a dream since before we were officially a podcast to have our own coffees, and we are there. We're huge coffee drinkers, and there's 40 different blends, including teas. And I am stoked. It was the one requirement I had as we went into this thing. I said, Rob, we got to have coffee. It took us a while to get there. You got to grow baby steps. We're there. And yes, there will be a racing logo coffee blend.
Oh,
yes. We'll have that up. The Southern Fried Racing Hour will have its own blend. That will be one of them, guaranteed. So excited about that. I can't wait to show all that to you. Hey, Miss Jenneth. By the way, I think I sent you an invite. Dean, I sent you one. I'm in a group on Facebook for racing I just recently went into it. I know you'll want to be a part, Dean, because it's a Hendrick group.
Okay.
Oh, and we got a follow from Sandman One. Thank you for that follow. We appreciate it. Don't know when that came out. I guess it just did because the bot told us. Thank you for the follow. We're getting new followers every day. We're honored. We're thankful. We never brag. We're not that kind of people. We just say thank you from the bottom of our heart. You're making our shows are growing. We can see the analytics on it, and our numbers are up across the board. And we can't say thanks enough. We hope that we do something that will be exciting for you. And we see you out there sometimes by name, sometimes it's a number. We don't see your name, but we appreciate what you do and keeping us going and keeping our name. A couple of things, and then we're going to get into racing. Two quick things I want to mention. We're going to be at a festival, not this weekend, but next weekend, the Sawega Festival, Ag Fest in Camilla, Georgia. We'll be live streaming several hours that day. It'll just be an open feed, but we'll interview people. There'll be a lot going on with that. Me and Rob, we don't usually get to do things together. We will that day, and that's going to be cool. We might even squeeze in another show while I'm down there. We'll see. We'll try our best. It's going to be a busy weekend, but we'll try our best to do that. And then also, if you'd like to be on our email list, we don't overload you. In fact, it's been over a week now, so I'm fixing to send another one. Give us your email. You don't have to put it on the screen. Just email it to that email you see going on the scroll. southernfriedpodcast@yahoo.com. You'll see things there first before the masses see them on here. So we promise you that. And that's called the Breadhead Newsletter. And it will have all things about the podcast, our merch, things we're going to be doing, scheduled events, shows, new shows, alterations to shows, you name it. And include all your favorite characters, me, Rob, Dean. James will be back. He's on hiatus. Miss Elizabeth. Miss Jen comes up and helps us sometimes. We appreciate that. She's just part of the podcast family here. And we'll get all that in there. So anyway, all that's out of the way. You got to do them things. You got to pay the bills,
That's
so
right.
to speak.
You got to.
And we're excited about all the things we're doing. We've got a huge announcement coming. I can't announce it yet because there's some things that's got to be done. And just notifications of some stuff, but we've got a huge announcement that'll be coming. I can't wait. So we're working hard every day to try to bring you more and more and better, and that's what all podcasters that care. That's what they do. And please visit our friends. If you don't have one last thing, if you don't have a Rumble app, get that app today. It helps us out, and you're gonna like Rumble. They don't cancel people out, and that's huge. There's a couple of other ones I think that really try to stand by that. We're not gonna name names. There's some that don't. And we're everywhere, but there's always a risk that we're going to be canceled for the things we say. It's just the life we live here. Free speech, it's a challenge sometimes.
It is.
Rumble guarantees that. We're going to stand with Rumble. We're in their creator program. And so you'll help us out, and you're going to love those creators on there. And we have a host of friends that are awesome that cover a whole gambit of stuff, and they're amazing. And we show that card on the screen often. And you'll find just amazing people on that platform. But Rumble, get you a Rumble today. You don't have to pay for it. If you want to go premium and cut out the commercials and help podcasters and do that, you can do that during our live. It helps all the people in the creator program. So that being said, let's get busy, Dean. Let's look at our videos first. And interesting, got 3 video. Actually, there's a 4th. Dean's got a special one that he was going to talk about here a little bit.
Yes.
Is that during Dean's notes? That one video you sent me?
That's part of it.
Part of it. Okay, we'll show that one at the time. Let's get into our videos. They're not real long. Let's get a sense of what was going on in Chicago.
Conversation, Brad, obviously the way the race ended on Sunday. Can you take it through the sequence of events about when the caution was thrown, when Cody Ware had that really hard hit, and the length of time it took for that caution to come out? What went through the tower in making that decision and those calls?
Yeah, sure, and we'll be reviewing all of this and getting all of our information put together as well, like we always do on Tuesday. But unfortunately, we didn't have the actual footage of the impact of the car getting into the tire barrier. That wasn't that's something we're going to take back. We're going to look at if we go back to Chicago, and we'll be looking at certain areas of that racetrack and definitely improving that situation. I believe it was 32 minutes now. If we we follow what we've done, at every road course and street course. We do have local blue flags at road courses. We acknowledge that we have a local blue out. We tell the spotters what's out there. If they're in the racing line, it changes the thought process. If they're out of the racing line, we give them time, which, obviously we did throughout the day. I think we still ended up with, seven cautions for 15 laps. So we do our best to try to give the fans as much time we can to get green flag racing. However, if we would have had the shot of Cody's impact there, the caution would have come out immediately. But it was thrown immediately when he dropped his window net. We'd given him the opportunity to pull out, but if we would have had that first shot, we would have known that car wasn't pulling out. So that's on us. We're going to go back. We're going to review it. We're going to look at it, and if we go back to Chicago, we'll.
Hocevar around. Hocevar's around. Oh my gosh. There's just no room to work, and they're all wedged together.
Caution's out. Controlling. No. I'm killing. We're destroyed. I can't move. I have no left front. My nose is destroyed, man. Holy. Yeah, that was wild. Wiped out into 10 and just wiped up half the field. Carson Hoser's car is the biggest dumbass in the entire sport. I was trying to get too far right. Finally hit it. Sorry, man. It's a junkyard. Yeah.
Ross Chastain, Joey Logano there at the end. Ross admitted on the radio that he wrecked the 22. Joey said he should be fined because he admitted it on the radio that he wrecked him. What'd you say?
I hate to agree with Joey, but there's a real argument there, I guess. We've seen that in the past. Man, I'm glad I'm not an official. That'd be an awful job this week. So, first of all, the bounce off the barrier in turn 1 by Chastain is like the coolest bumper car thing I've seen in a while. And I would say, I got my NASCAR Insights folks do rankings of all these different things. And when you look at defensive drivers, 1 and 2 is Logano and Chastain. So, not that it makes it better, and I don't have a problem. This isn't me judging, but they are very, very much cut from the same cloth.
Yes.
As far as
same mindset.
They are the same mindset. So when stubborn gets with stubborn, we are all going to basically prosper in those situations. I would say that you asked who's going to call who before. If I'm Chastain, I'm calling Joey Logano this week, taking my butt chewing, and even if you get turned around at Sonoma, I just think that Ross and Trackhouse are building stuff, and I think you don't want a guy like Joey Logano as an enemy. It's just unnecessary. So.
And the same mindset when it comes to putting the helmet on, taking the helmet off. If you were to have Joey Logano and Ross Chastain in this room right now, they're the nicest guys.
They are.
They laugh, they cut jokes, they are just so personable, treat everybody in the room with respect, and then they put on a helmet and it's gloves are off.
And there we go. I was laughing.
Excitement.
Coming back because Miss Beverly says how stupid to have races on the city streets. I'm not a big fan of road courses.
I'm not either.
I'm not a big fan of city street courses either. That's just not NASCAR to me. It was like bumper cars. I mean, you make that lane was, oh my gosh, how could you even have room for other cars?
You wouldn't.
You're doomed. There's absolutely no way that you could absolutely race without running people down.
You can't.
It was created to be that. So I don't know. You said I don't know if they're going to race there again or not.
I don't know. They're talking about next year moving it for the July 4th weekend, moving it out a little bit. And then San Diego is looking into coming into NASCAR.
In the streets?
Yes. Yes.
Why don't we just create a separate league called the Street League? Let them run on Saturday night and just have a ball wrecking cars.
They should.
I mean, in one way it could be fun, but not for NASCAR. Just create a whole nother car and just put them loose in the streets. Now, I'm going to tell you, nothing against you Chicago folks, I wouldn't want to wreck on the street in Chicago.
No.
I'd be afraid of what might happen.
Exactly.
I know it wasn't right downtown. Somebody said Grant Park.
It was Grant Park.
And what a lot of people don't know, and I catch flack for this all the time. I'm a Southern guy. my family's from the South. I do have some family that lives up in Illinois, and they live in Rockford. And in fact, there was a time where I was born in Rockford, and a lot of people don't know that. Like, well, you're a Yankee, whatever. But I don't sound like one. But the park that we lived in, I know that's there in Chicago, but it really made me think back, and I don't remember it. I was only a year and a half old when we came home. I lived in Grant Park,
Really?
but not the Grant Park in Chicago. It was the Grant Park in Rockford, Illinois. So it caught my attention when I heard that. I said, and I guess that's for, I don't know, is that named after Ulysses? I don't know what Grant Park's named
I
after.
think it is. I think so.
I have no idea. I should look it up. But anyway, I'm not a fan of this. It is downtown. Just crazy. I mean, come on.
Well, they're doing it because you got IndyCar that races on the city streets.
I know.
And you got Formula One that does it. So NASCAR wants to come into it.
Good Lord, it's dumb. That didn't even look like NASCAR racing.
It don't. It don't.
It looked like a carnival ride.
It
I mean,
did.
to be honest, it looked like a video game.
It did.
To me.
It did.
So we're going to move on, but let's pull up our PowerPoint and we'll go through some of the stuff about it. We have updated power rankings too. There's your winner, SVG. Got it called right here in the studio.
Yeah, it was.
That he would be the winner, and he won.
That's right.
Second or third win. Is this second or third for him?
I think it's his second one.
Second win. Of course, he won Mexico. Well, it's Mexico, right?
Yes.
So it's where Beverly says it's where Antifa was pulling down statues during the riots. Oh, that's nice.
Oh yeah.
Good grief. We'll talk about the next race. We're moving on, but there's that nice logo. That was heard over the radio. You just heard that. They didn't bleep that out, but we did on here. But Hocevar's making enemies.
He is making enemies. Yes, he is.
And at first, I thought it was just like a 1 or 2 race deal. He's making a lot of people
Oh,
mad.
he is.
He's becoming the bad boy.
Yeah, he is.
He might be, Mom, don't get mad, the new Kyle Busch.
I think he is. I think he's trying to.
He's a knockoff of Kyle,
Right.
and he's making Kyle look tame.
Yeah, he is.
This guy is making enemies all over the racetrack. And I think there'll be payback
Oh, there will
in
be.
the next race.
Oh,
I think
yes.
it's went too far now, and I think they're going. So we heard that on the radio.
Yeah.
There's the schedule. We just got to July. There's that Chicago street wrecking race. It's a wreck fest. Well, we moved on to Sonoma. Yes, another road course.
Yeah.
And right now, we got to say SVG has got to be a favorite for
I
that.
think I got to pick for him. I think I'm going to pick him.
I mean, are we all agreed that probably that's probably your winner?
Yeah.
Suarez has fell off the pace. I don't think he's the guy.
No.
I would have to say he's got to be the favorite. So could he bring home back-to-back wins?
I think the eyes have it.
So then we go to Dover, not a bad track.
No.
Dover, Delaware, and then Indy, and then I think it's
Back on NBC after Indy.
yeah, but then it goes to what track? Bristol's coming up not too long. Bristol is coming up, but I didn't push out far enough on this, but we will see Bristol, and I like and they're only doing one race in Bristol, right?
No, 2 races.
There's 2.
Yes.
Okay,
There's a spring race and a fall race.
I got you. Okay. So I like Bristol. We've got tracks like the Illinois track. Where's that at? It's coming up too, not too distant. Daytona will be coming up because
Yes.
that's the last race before the playoffs start. There's a couple of them out there that I can't remember the names of them. I was looking at it today. My brain isn't wanting to work, but there's that wonderful looking shirt, the shameless plug. I don't care. There's that shameless plug. You got options, but that is now in our store. There's the QR code, and that's the Southern Fried Podcast shop. And there'll be more going up. I love that green. It just really looks great. Either one of them.
After the Indy race, we got Iowa Speedway.
That's another one. I thought Iowa.
That's a new one.
That's a new one. I'm not familiar with it. I guess we're racing in the cornfields.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is out there. You can do full on the front, full on the back, full on the front, nothing on the back, crest back. And I will promise you, I'll put up another logo if you want to do a different crest on the front and then have this on the back or vice versa. That'll be available by the end of the week. So we've got a couple more we will load up. Who knows? You might see Dean's face on one of these shirts here soon. We don't know. We got
tell Rob no pink.
no pink.
No pink.
Oh yeah, he is the king of the pink shirts.
You're right.
We gotta get Rob's mug up there, maybe a fishing look or something. I don't know. We'll get all these up. We've been trying to create one for Miss Elizabeth. She likes tulips, I think it is. I created her one for roses. She goes, actually, I'm a tulip person. So
I like the green better.
I think the green does explode that logo off better. I like it. I just picked a couple out. I picked that for color, but there's the darker colors. There's lighter white. You can do whatever you want. So my brother wants to wear one to the Bristol Braves race. So they do offer, just so you know, because I be a chunkier kind of guy, some of the colors I'll go all the way up to 5X. You don't have to tell nobody what you're ordering. And by the way, I like a shirt with a lot of room in it anyway. So if you're lounging around the house, you want something that's got a lot of room in it.
Right.
And the prices at Threadless are great. I am completely thrilled with these guys. The only problem we have is trying to link that up with our Shopify. We'll have to manual input the orders. That's okay. We don't mind. We'll be building it up a lot more in the days to come. But there you go. All right. Here's your results. SVG in the lead. Got the win. He's showing me something.
Yeah, he is.
He shows me he can win a Wreckfest. So
yes.
He got the win. Ty Gibbs. There's a lot of names here that aren't normally here.
Right.
But I want to come back to Reddick. Reddick was 3. Hamlin, got to give him credit.
Yeah.
Held on to 4.
Kyle Busch failed.
Yeah, good old Kyle.
Where did he come from?
He shot on up there, didn't he? The Dinger. Priest. That's a name we haven't been talking about lately. Bowman. He's been finishing better. Austin Hill. Well, that's a name you hadn't been mentioning.
He's from the Xfinity Series.
And he don't race full time, does he?
Not in this. He don't. Xfinity Series he does.
Ross Chastain comes back with a top 10. Good job. Logano 11th. Blaney 12th. Kyle Larson still in the range there. I picked Larson to be higher than that, but he did get 13th. Zane Smith, another guy that's been making a push here lately. Nemechek. There's your boy Elliott 16.
Yeah.
Was he caught up in the wreck, or he finished it?
No, he finished.
Okay. Hurst, Busher, Leg. Now there's the lady.
Yeah.
She doesn't race all races.
Her and Chase had a little run in Sunday.
Ah, okay. And she did finish in the top 20. So good for her. Ty Dillon. Here's another one, Balicki. Josh Balicki. He's not a normal guy there.
No, he ain't. Justin Haley.
I was laughing at Beverly's comments. Cars drive faster on the expressways on Saturday night here, and the crotch rockets do wheelies in between the cars. Yeah.
Yeah.
Moved my mom up there about 5 years ago, and she still calls people that piss her off Yank. From Arkansas. I love it. Thank you for that. Haley, Briscoe, Bell, Jones, Ware, Cindric, Bubba. We're going to talk about him too. There's controversy with Bubba.
Oh, yeah, there are.
Big time controversy.
Him and Chastain.
And then you go all the way down, and we see 40th is why I went down here. Byron. Of course, this is a wreck, I guess. Keselowski, who's been racing really well. Byron, man.
Oh, man, Mama.
But Gilliland, Will Brown, I'm not familiar with him as well.
I'm not either.
And Austin Dillon. So, and then there's Hocevar.
Hey, Josh Berry,
I know he'll do good, and then he just bombs out. McDowell, there's also some information about him out there. Stenhouse, Gregson, Suarez
is looking for a ride next year.
Yeah, put a fork in him. He's done. He might have a hard time finding it.
You're right.
Here's your standings. Byron, even though he was 40th, he's still holding on there. Those points are tight. Look at that.
They are tight.
Elliott's only 13 behind now, and Larson is only 19 behind, and Hamlin's only 43. Reddick even 48. This was a wider range a few weeks ago.
Yeah, it is.
It's tightening up. In fact, all the way through number 7, it's less than 100 points. With what is it, 7 or 8 races to go? We're very close.
There's seven to go.
7 to go. Tyler Reddick making a move. It's also Briscoe and Bowman. Bell dropped some. So here you go. And I just went down a little ways because after you get so far, they're so far out. But here's some of your other.
Joey dropped down.
Logano is struggling somewhat. It looked like he was going to be the dude, and then he's not. So we'll see. And then I went down to 30th. SVG with all that is still 27th, but he came up 5 spots. That just tells you the struggle he's had on the rest of the racetracks. But he does have 2 wins, and I think should be favored this week.
Brad dropped down.
Yes, Keselowski. He couldn't afford that.
I think he's done for the year.
He's done for the year. He does have a job for next year, though.
He does.
Signed. So I think they can build off some stuff they've done this year.
But
I wouldn't look for him to be top 10 in next year.
No,
anyway.
no.
I really don't. He's had his time. He's still a name. He's a champion.
Right.
And so, yeah, you put him out there, and he's got his fans. So there you go. Here's your power rankings. We haven't done these the last couple of weeks. Look who's number 1.
I know it. I see that. I'm proud of it.
Larson, number 2. And I want to talk about, once we see these, we'll kind of talk about after Dean's notes. We're going to talk about a little bit about how things are shaping up. Hamlin right there. Byron, that was bad. He dropped 1. Hamlin up 1, but he's still the top 4. Reddick, to me, is the guy in this whole thing that is a mystery.
He is.
He could be a dark horse for this whole thing.
Oh, it could be.
He's hanging around. He's got the horsepower. This guy's one to watch, I think. Bell still right there. Blaney and Chastain, 7 and 8. No, and so there you go. So there is some information for you for the race that we had. We look forward to the next race. We'll do picks in a few minutes. Let's just do a quick little 30-second break here. Let Dean get his notes out, and we'll go to Dean's notes. We appreciate him and the research he puts in. It's a lot of fun. Thank you for that. And let me find my clip here.
I enjoy doing it.
I love it.
I do.
We'll be right back. All right, Dean's Notes with Dean the Professor is brought to you by, I'm going to use it for the first time, even though the store will not officially open until Monday, your Southern Fried Coffees. Absolutely. Much more to come about that. I'm so excited. I love coffee, and I love the fact that we're going to have them. So, that's not the one I wanted. That's not the one I wanted.
I drank coffee one time.
I blocked you. That's not the one I wanted either.
I drank coffee one time.
Where'd you go, Dean?
One time a week when I'm off.
This extra camera there we go. This extra camera throws me off. All right, Dean's Notes. What do we got this week? I learn something every week when he does these.
Thank you. Chicago Street Race. It's 2.20 miles. First year was 2023. Joey Logano won the first race there. It's 110 miles, 50 laps, 4:30 last Saturday, called the Loop 110. It's on CW. Shane Van Gisbergen got the pole for Saturday. HVG wins stage 1. Sheldon Creed wins stage 2. First stage win for Sheldon Creed since Darlington, August 2024.
Okay.
SVG wins a race Saturday.
Yeah, he swept the weekend.
Yes, he did. Sunday, Grant Park 165, 75 laps, 165 miles. SVG wins a pole for Sunday. Michael McDowell wins stage 1. Ryan Blaney wins stage 2. SVG wins the race Sunday. That's the notes I took so far. But after Joey won the first race there, Alex Bowman won the second race. And we are still in the in-season challenge bracket racing. Round 3 will be this Sunday, July 13th, 3:30, 110 laps, Sonoma Raceway in California. Round 4 will be Sunday, July 20th, 2 p.m., 400 laps, Dover Speedway. Round 5 will be Sunday, July 27th, 2 p.m., 160 laps, Indianapolis Speedway.
And I'll be glad, nothing against TNT, I'll be glad when we're not on TNT because I don't get it. So it will help me to not be on TNT. So
it'll be back on NBC after the Indy race.
Absolutely. That's Dean's Notes brought to you by Southern Fried Coffees. I can't wait. It's awesome, and we're excited about that. Now, what's this other thing you sent me, Dean? What is this thing?
That's the wreck from the Darlington race.
And so the Darlington race, what year?
I think it was in 1969, I think.
Some say it's the worst wreck ever in a NASCAR race.
It was.
It's only 25 seconds, I think.
Yes.
Let's pull this up and see it.
Turner flipped that Chevelle in Atlanta. A lot of folks who were there say it's the worst accident they ever saw.
I was there, and the car was just torn to smithers.
Curtis never got a scratch out of it. Curtis Turner.
Shows you how far things have came in a short time in NASCAR. The safety, and imagine that, and he come out okay.
Yes, it did.
And then we've had Davey Allison, Dale Earnhardt, Adam Petty,
Rusty Waters,
Keselowski. I'm talking about the ones that passed.
Yeah.
Not Keselowski. I'm sorry, Kowicki. And then locally we had Grant Adcox,
right,
who passed in a wreck. It could happen any time, but it's amazing what those cars go through, and they walk away. I think that is amazing that they're able to do that. So that was cool. I appreciate you sending it. I never saw that, I don't think. And the fact it was Atlanta was cool. So we move on. 7 races to go. Most of this thing is set, but right near the people that's on that cutoff, which is 16 cars, I believe it is.
Right, yes.
It's going to get hot, and it's already hot, and the fights are coming.
Yes, they are.
That's nice. Miss Beverly said, thanks, Dean.
You're welcome.
To do it.
You're welcome.
We have this race coming up, Sonoma.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'll just go ahead and say that SVG for me has got to be that guy.
I think he is.
That would win it. I don't know how you would vote against him. I mean, he has shown that he's the road course king.
He is.
Even though Suarez did good on Saturday in Mexico, he wasn't able to. There was nobody could touch SVG at Mexico. He won this, which was hard considering everything that happened. He's got to be the favorite at Sonoma. The question would be, who do we put second, third, dark horse? That would be interesting. And then I want to really just well, thank you, Miss Jenna. That's so sweet of you to do that. She just bought a shirt. She's awesome. Thank you, Miss Beverly. She's not big into racing, but she enjoys us. We got called gentlemen.
Thank you. Thank
you. We appreciate you too, and God bless you.
Right.
But we, when we look at as we're going forward, these next few races. I mean, we got outside of Indy, which is a different race in itself.
It's a brickyard.
It's a brickyard. But you've got Sonoma, you've got Dover, you've got Indy, you've got Bristol, Iowa. Except I know it goes fast on Indy, but it's a different kind of track. Until you get a little bit further out, we're not on super speedways. We're
short track.
It's short tracking, and I think it's going to throw. Thank you, Broski Bear. Listens on YouTube and on Rumble. Yes, you do. And sometimes it does that, Broski. Sometimes they run a little ahead of each other. depending on the what kind of a delay they've got on those. But we got news coming for you. Just hold on, brother. Hold your pants. Give me a week. But SVG is going to. He could very easily have 3 wins.
Oh, he could easy.
He's definitely in the playoffs. I don't think he can win it because he can't win the rest of them.
Right.
But he's making himself well known.
Right now, he's a road course king right now.
He is the road course king. And I could tell that, broski. I absolutely could tell that. I do know a lot of those things. I don't know that he knows them. I'm not sure. But I was going to let y'all duke it out. But anyway, looking ahead, and I want to say before you do our picks, and then we'll talk about whatever. I think Reddick is like I said, he's kind of a mystery. He's not won anything.
He ain't yet. Where's
but
he
he's
been?
hanging around.
I mean, by now, he would have won at least 2, like he did last year, or 3.
He's got everything you need to win. It's a mystery why he hasn't been able to put it together. He has dominated some races. He's faded late in the race. He's got caught up in wrecks. Reddick should have a win. He's got to get a win in the next 7.
He's got to.
I don't think he's in danger of falling out of the playoff, but you need that win.
He might fall out of it.
It's possible. Reddick needs a win, and it's not going to be this week. I don't think. I really don't think it'll be this week. But Larson is hanging around.
But hey, Larson lost his fire since the Indy race.
He has. Hamlin's been on fire. Byron has disappeared.
He has.
We need him on a milk carton. Could William? Hello, Chick Bay. Where is William Byron? Where'd he go? This was the guy. This is the Hendrick Motorsports lead guy.
He was.
I'm sorry. I know Chase is your guy.
Right.
But honestly, Chase was struggling there. Byron was the guy that was smoking the field.
But where's Bale at?
And where's Bale? These guys are kind of AWOL right now.
They are.
And this is my point. Nobody is taking the thing and going away with it.
They ain't.
Everybody is having those races where they slip up and they get caught up in the wreck, or they blow an engine, or they get penalized, something, but they're constantly getting in, not being able to dominate. I thought Byron was going to run away with the field. Then I thought Larson was going to be that guy to run away with the field. And then Hamlin, he's came on, but he's sort of hanging around. He's not really dominating now.
Right.
But you got Bell hanging around. You've got Reddick. Chase now is a dude. He's corrected everything. Chase could be that guy.
He could be.
So if I ask this question every few races today, if you had to call it, who's your champion for this season?
I was on the Hamlin train, but
you were. I know where he's going to go.
I'm going to jump off that train. I'm going to say Chase is a 1,
and I don't fault you for that. He's getting it done. So as of right now, you say Chase is going to be the champion.
Yes.
I'm going to shock you.
Uh-oh.
I say right now, if you have to ask me right now, just because I think it's all there. Once they get the playoffs, I think it's Byron, man. I think he's going to come back in a big way, and that speed will be on a lot of super speedways. I think he's the dude. I know it sounds crazy. I thought it was Larson. I think Byron will come back in the mix. I really do. Yes, Chase Elliott, check.
Yes.
See, I mean, he's been doing really well lately.
He has. He's really come back.
So, but you can't count out Hamlin.
No.
You can't count out Reddick. And I don't think you can count out Larson, even though he's struggled some.
But Bale, I don't know.
I don't think Bale's got Chastain's not going to do it. And let me go again. I'm not jumping on he's a cutie. Which one are you talking about, Chase? Are you talking about Dean? Is Dean the cutie?
No.
His face is going to turn red. You'd buy a poster for my bedroom wall. You got to tell us who. Are we talking about Dean or Chase?
Oh God.
Chase is the cutie. Sorry, dude. Woo, there goes the balloon.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Okay.
If I'd been Robert, we wouldn't have got him through that door. His head been so big. This would have cut him just to do it. You know? Chase is the cutie. I'm not going to comment on that.
No, I'm not either.
He's
I
a
don't
dude.
either. I don't either.
I appreciate the comments there, but we'll put it on screen. He's a cutie. He's only 29 and might reject me. Well, you'd have to move to Atlanta.
Right.
He's an Atlanta boy.
No, Dawsonville.
Or Dawsonville. Sorry. From Atlanta.
Right.
That
Atlanta area.
So I thought for a minute Dean was going to have to get you the poster up in the store. I mean, you remember I used to go to Kmart and they'd have the poster
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
And I could just see you in that poster up there with Dean the professor, you know, profile image going on, wearing your Chase outfit.
In a cap and gown.
Which driver would I most like to see wreck? I'm fixing to tell you that, broski, because he has made me mad.
Carson Hocevar.
No, actually, no. I'm kind of enjoying Hocevar. You're killing me, chick mate. I'm just gonna put that on screen. I'm not even gonna make a comment. But it's Bubba. This guy is a poser, man. He's a fake.
He is a fake.
He's a fake. I'm telling you, he's a fake. The guy is not going to win.
No.
He's not going to be a champion.
No.
He's just not going to do it.
He's done.
He is done. I'm with you, man. I am not picking Bubba. I said he would win a race this year. Not going to happen.
I wouldn't have.
I tried to give the benefit of the doubt.
I
tried
wouldn't
to ride
pick
with that.
Bubba to be a dog catcher. Sorry, folks, but
there's some people mad at him right now.
Yeah. Joey's mad at him.
Chase won the second best race of the year, the Pocono 400. Chase. Briscoe.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, well, Chase says Atlanta Motor Speedway is sketchy, super sketchy. Well, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Charlotte is the best race of the year. I wouldn't.
I would. Okay.
I can ride with that, but I'm a big Daytona fan because of the 500. But you're probably right. It probably is a better track. That has become, that 600 is huge. Man.
Oh, yeah.
That's
I would
big.
say Talladaga's a good one, too.
Yeah, Talladega. We mentioned our top 5 racetracks last week or the week before, and all those racetracks were in there. And I think you threw in Atlanta.
Yes.
So it's Atlanta, Talladega, Charlotte, Daytona,
Bristol,
and Bristol, I think is what we had down. I got to be honest with you, I've become a big fan of Michigan Raceway. I think that's a good racetrack,
Michigan
too.
is a good one.
I like Kansas City. I like Texas too. So if I was going to do a top 10, all of them would be in there. And if you want, and Darlington is always going to be in my top 10 because I just love. Actually, I had Darlington in my top 5. That's the other race. They're going back to Darlington. Darlington is the first. Is it the first race?
Yes.
Inside of the playoffs.
Yes.
So you have Daytona, then Darlington.
Yes.
I love that 2-week spread. I like that. You're right. He always plays the victim.
He does.
I'm tired of it.
I am too.
He blames everybody else. Nothing against him. I gave him a lot of credit 2 or 3 weeks ago when he did good, and he talked about his kiddo. I thought all that was pretty good.
I did too.
But then I'm done with that guy. I'm sorry. I got that right. That's a freedom I have.
Yeah, me too.
Done with him.
Freedom of speech here.
Freedom of speech. Chickmate says I like the Soapbox Derby. Straight out of Akron.
Oh, I hadn't never watched that now.
When I was a kid, I always wanted to do that, but I never did anything with it. So, but I thought the go-karts would be fun too.
Go-karts are fun.
But usually I just ride them at like Pigeon Forge, and
yeah, me too.
I don't have to worry about speed because they won't let you go too fast. Or they won't let you bump into each other either.
I don't know about that.
That's right, Chick-mate, and you got to continue to come into Rumble. And support us there because we need the chats and Rumble. Thank you for that every month. Just do it once a month. It's great. Thank you for flipping around there and using both. All right, gentlemen. We've got this race coming up, Sonoma. I'm not a big fan of road courses.
No.
I've already said SVG. Dean. SVG.
SVG.
Ken. He's fixing to load his in. He's going to have he's got to have the walk-in music. He's fixing to blast it on the screen.
Right.
So
Yeah.
we'll wait on his. His is kind of a mystery. But I'm almost betting it because SVG. I think it's going to be there, but we'll see.
Uh-oh.
Drop Bubba and then drop the WNBA and you'll be in a better spot. Oh my gosh, y'all are crazy. Crazy. Shout out to Denny Hamlin. All right. It's hard to pick a road course. My God. SVG. I'm going to put he's proved it to me. I'm going to put Hamlin number 2. And I'm going to put Reddick number 3. That's my top 3. Dark horse, Larson. I can't. He's because he hasn't good on road courses, but he's hanging around there, and he's a dude with speed and great equipment. I'm gonna go Larson.
Okay, mine's SVG, Chase Elliott, and George Logano.
Wow. Any of those I'd be comfortable picking, especially Chase. There was no diss to him. I just think Reddick is hanging around. He's got something to prove. He needs a win. Could Reddick steal this race from
Dark
SVG?
horse would be Michael McDowell.
Man, that is a dark horse. That's so. What are you, our race car beauty critiquer now, Chick Bay? Larson's they're all cute. Well, that's the young dudes. Go look at Kyle Busch and tell me what you think.
Yeah.
Or Keselowski.
Yeah.
Brad Keselowski.
George Logano.
Well, he's still not too bad as far as age. Oh, she puts a big yes. You're our. Does that mean you're yes? You're the race car driver critiquer. Whatever. Did they do their hair right? The red carpet interviewer, whatever.
Well, I read where that Daniel Suarez he's really been let go because there's talk behind the scenes at Trackhouse. They're talking too good to him in front of the camera, but behind closed doors, they're bad-mouthing him.
Yeah, I heard some of that too. And Bubba's got controversy going on as well.
Bubba might be looking for a ride next year.
It's possible. He's fading. And I think that, yes, Chick Bay, yes, I can certainly see that. But I wouldn't have used Joan Rivers as the comparison.
No.
But yeah, you could be that person. You could come on every race show and tell us who wore their racing suit the best.
No comment.
Oh, who's on the bedroom wall poster this week? That's what we'll put.
Oh no.
But she's doing it, not me. So I think we get past Sonoma, and even though there's some smaller tracks, this is a trip up race right here, and it's not good. That's why Chicago. That was a horrible time to put Chicago.
It was
in the schedule.
It was
the fact that you have Chicago then Sonoma. I don't like it. It worked for SV. He might get the double out of this. It worked for him. I don't think it works for everybody else. I think they're ready to get off these things. It does not help the Hendrick drivers, except for Chase. They've not done good on some of these road courses.
I know it. Yo, sir.
They're built for speed. They're built for really going.
But I think this lawsuit is hurting 2311.
It is. The lawsuit's an ugly thing. There's going to be some people squeezed out of a ride. There's a lot of money being thrown around. And looking into 2026, it's going to be really interesting to see what happens with some of these drivers and their rides. I think, though, the identity for the sport, I questioned it earlier in the season. I think they're getting there. And let me tell you why NASCAR is not going to say too much to Hocevar is because it sells.
It does.
And they have an image problem. And so you got these young drivers that are all involved in this arguing,
right? And
the bumping and the wreck. They'll let it go so far, then they'll penalize who they need to penalize. But secretly in the back room, I think NASCAR is going.
Yeah.
Because it's young drivers that they need to get their brand out there,
right?
and I think they're happy.
Because
about it.
the more arguments they are, the more fights they are, more ticket sales to put people in their seats.
If it's bland and boring, and by the way, the people that say, I'm going to have to be careful here. I'm going to make somebody mad.
Right.
Because there's people close to us, and I get it. They don't like it. They don't like NASCAR. And you heard it too.
I have to.
On our own show saying all they do is drive in a circle.
Right.
Come on. There is so much more to it than that.
Because you're working your legs, you're working your arms, your head, your whole body, just about.
They have to run over railroad tracks through some of these tracks.
Yeah.
The bumps they talk about, they're shaking back and forth. Their head is bouncing off the Hans device. They're dehydrated. These guys are athletes.
Yeah, they are.
This is not easy. This is not just a Sunday drive around the track.
This is a sport.
It is timed down to the millisecond. Everything counts. The pit stops. The not speeding on that, coming in for that. Not getting black flagged. By the way, have we had anybody black flagged this year?
I just say, I've not seen that flag come out.
Who was that driver a couple years ago? You may do it, broski, but they do it with speed. Speed. As Goober said on Andy Griffin's show. So, yeah, they do make left turns, but you can't do it at that speed.
They don't always
if you do, the cops are after you.
They're making right turns in the road courses, so they're right and left turn.
So you're not going to say these guys are athletes. Come on, broski. Come on, man. Danica Patrick made a Doritos commercial one year.
I remember that.
I do too. But if you can't say they're not athletes, come on, broski. Come on, broski. Don't go there.
Do you remember when Kyle Busch tapped the pace car?
I do not.
Yeah, in one of the races, I can remember. I think it was a Coca-Cola. I think it was. Kyle Busch came up and tapped the pace car.
Wow.
And they black flagged him for that.
There was somebody got black flagged in a race about 2-3 years ago, and they refused to come out. Do you remember that? That's what I was going to say.
Yes.
They stayed on the track. They told them, you got to come in. If you don't, you will be suspended. Who was that? They got mad.
Yes.
And they refused to come in like they're going to take the black flag back. That's not going to happen.
Right.
And I think it was either the owner or crew chief. One of them said, if you don't come in, they're going to stop the race and you'll be suspended. You have to come off the track now.
I remember that. But last year, Josh Williams' Xfinity race parked his car on pit road and got out and walked away.
Wow.
And they got onto him for that, but he did it anyway.
I realize emotions are running high, but when you're black flag, you got to come off the track.
Got to.
So we've got green, yellow, red. That's for massive track issues.
Yes, red
and
flag.
The black
Stop
flag
everything.
is you're out. They put your number up with the flag? Is that what they do?
Yes.
I haven't seen one in a while.
I didn't either.
I think they put the number up, hold them both up, and of course they tell the crew, you got to come out. You got to get off the track. But this race Sunday was a caution fest.
A wreck
and
fest.
And let's move on. I'll be honest with you. I'm looking more forward to Sonoma now that we've had Chicago than I would have been, because Chicago was horrible, and I'm looking forward. At least we won't see that kind of wrecking. And I think there's some storylines here that are really interesting.
They are.
And we'll see who's on that bubble as we go into next week and see what's settled out of that. I want to get by the road course first. And one more thing, we need to get up we haven't posted in a while, the top 5 pit crews by time.
Okay.
We need to look at that for next week.
I'll do that next.
And then we've got a driver of yesterday, right?
Do what?
What did you pull up?
I got a driver.
We want to make sure we get this in.
Profile. This is my oldest cousin.
Okay.
Yeah, it's family.
That's okay.
Lane McNeese.
I like it.
He was born July 31st, 1965. He won several races at numerous dirt tracks around the area. Cleveland Speedway, Bowen Speedway.
Been there.
North Georgia Speedway.
Where was that one at?
It's in Chatsworth.
Okay. I knew guys that raced there, though.
Won championship at North Georgia Speedway.
Awesome.
His dad got him into racing at the age of 16. One of his main sponsors was Ships RV in East Ridge.
Remember them well? Are they still there? I guess. Are they still called
Yes.
Ships?
Yes.
So they're still there. Yeah.
Yes, they're still there. They're under a Camping World.
That's right. That's right. They had a big fire
Yes.
last year over there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Chili Dog Diner and Eat Ringo was his other sponsor.
Okay.
He had to end his racing time because he had a bad wreck at North Georgia Speedway. Had to be airlifted to the hospital.
Wow.
He raced numerous numbers, number 33, 3, and 84.
I like it. So he sent that to you?
The what, sir?
He sent that to you?
No.
Okay.
Lincoln is my oldest cousin, and I got this information from him, from his pictures and memories.
Cool. Well, if you got a picture, send it to me, and we'll put it up on
Okay.
screen.
I sure will.
If you got one that's got the race car in there,
yes.
that'd be great. We'll honor these local race car drivers.
Yes.
This is where these guys that get into big time, they spent their time doing this too. And there's these local legends. I mean, they're putting their heart and soul into it and money. They don't have the kind of money.
You're right.
Even though if they have sponsors. And I knew some people that raced at North Georgia, and they won a race and they got disqualified for the heads. I won't name the business. I don't know if they're still there, but a place over not too far from here did that job for them and guaranteed it, and it failed inspection. They lost the race. They lost $2,000 on that race.
Oh, God.
By the fact, that's what it cost them to do those heads.
Mm-mm.
So they were just out of pocket. They were really disgusted. Hey, Anthony, I don't know that he raced it. Did he race? You say Sebring, Florida?
I don't know. I don't know.
You're cool, broski. I love it. Come on in, bring it, man. You're cool. It's cool. I like having these various opinions and stuff. So, some people just don't get it. We can't help you. We try.
Yeah.
We'll put you in the doc. You're in the doc. Well, we're going to get you set up for a doctor's appointment.
Yeah, we are.
And Dr. Dean is going to try to explain it to you so you can understand it.
I could show him pictures and educate him.
He needs an education. Oh my gosh. Me and him think a lot alike in some ways, but in some ways we're very far apart. Just goes to show you there's nobody exactly the same.
Right.
And we've never met, but we generally see things a lot the same way. But I'm going to have to vote you dead on this one, Broski.
Yeah, I do.
All right, folks. That's
Broski, I give you 2 thumbs down.
That's your Southern Fried Racing Hour with Dave and Dean. I always love it. It flies by.
It does.
And sometimes we even go over a little. But, Dean, it's great as always. Thanks for the notes and everything.
Thank you.
The work you put in. You make it fun. Thanks for all of you. We appreciate you coming in the streams. And I hope you get something out of it. Send us information about people that you know that have raced cars.
That's right.
And, hey, send us somebody to put on there. We'll interview them. I'd love to talk to somebody about their local, wherever it's from, their local racing on the dirt tracks and the different kinds of racing. Chickbait, you talked about boat racing. You get me in touch with a boat racer, and I'll put them on the air. I would love it. Bye, Miss Jenna. Thank you so much.
Thanks, folks.
Vroom, nice to meet you, Dean.
You too.
And she's going to put the poster of, not Dean, but Elliott. Chase Elliott. Used to roller skate? Did you buy? Oh, well, listen here now, Chickbait. Unless you did that, what was that roller skating they did on Saturdays? What do they call that? Roller derby?
Roller derby.
If you did that, I'll give you credit. If you just roller skated, and I want to talk to one of those people. That was fun to watch. That was professional wrestling on skate.
I used to roller skate.
Put the shoulder into somebody.
I used to roller skate.
Did you?
Yes. I would get into the races up there. We'd race all the time.
Anthony wants me to read his quote about young drivers. Sorry. I think it's this one. For me, when it comes to car racing, it's funny. I lean more towards open wheel racing like Indy and Formula One that I do. NASCAR?
Okay.
Is that the one? I think that's the one. Oh, I'm sorry. Here it is. David Dean, what young driver do you guys feel in terms of driving style personality are closest to Tony Stewart, to Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson and Dale Jr. That's really hard to say because you've got a different mix in there.
Yeah, you do.
But I'm going to say William Byron. I think he fits that mold for all those. I don't think it's Larson. I think he's way different than those guys.
I'd say Bale.
Bale. I would say Hocevar if you ask me about Kyle Busch.
Yeah.
Who's the next Kyle Busch? It's Hocevar. So
I'd say
sorry
Bale.
I missed that. So didn't mean to, but glad to. We'll be back on later with the show, probably around the 9 o'clock or somewhere in there. Come join us. We'll talk about something else. We'll talk about politics or something. You know, that dirty word. We'll do something. Appreciate y'all joining. We'll go out with some music.
Thanks, folks. Thanks, Ken.
I didn't get Ken. Ken, did you get your picks in?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I didn't put them up. Let me find it. He come in there at the end, and I was.
He stuck the back door on us.
Well, Chickbait's got me all messed up with this poster board. I thought she wanted to put your picture up on the. Let me find it here. Where did that go? Where did Ken's? I don't see it. He must have put that in later. They were putting in a lot. So let's see here. Where'd you go, Ken?
SVG.
SVG is one of them.
Almendinger.
Almendinger.
Dinger.
Bowman.
Bowman.
Dark Horse.
Malcolm McDowell.
Oh!
Wow, y'all both brought the McDowell out. Thank you, Mom. Great job tonight.
Thanks, Mom.
I'm still looking. If I find it, I'll put it up there.
Oh, yeah. Kyle Busch ain't going to come in.
Kyle Busch.
Well, him or the milk carton.
For some reason, I'm not seeing it. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just blind. Let's see here. Because we always put Ken's picks on.
Yeah, we do.
And he always surprises me with stuff, and he did this week. But I don't know where it went. That blows my mind. Let me go back up. We got caught up in all this discussion. And it just throwed me off.
It did me.
Now, his is a YouTube. He does YouTube.
Do what?
Oh, there it is. Boom.
Boom. Bam.
We got it. There we go. SVG, second Almendinger, third Bowman, Dark Horse. Michael McDowell from Ken himself. He's pretty good at calling these races.
Yeah, he is.
Big race fan.
Yes.
All right, folks. Find the music. We'll go out. We'll see you next time. We'll get the sports show be coming, not tonight, but we'll be coming up soon. We're going to continue to cover SEC, NFL as the seasons approach for both of those. And also, yes, ACC and Big Ten.
And the Braves.
And the Braves. We're going to be all over all of that. So, absolutely. Let me get back up here. I'm not where I need to be. There we go. All right.
Dave and Dean roar each week, spin the wheels, engines speak, tracks of fire, dust and smoke, southern skies, the throttles choke. Fast and fierce, racing souls, tearing through the endless cold. Twisting metal, thunder growls, screams of tires, dirt that scowls. Cranking loud, boys, let it blast. Roads of fury racing fast. Southern pride racing hours here. Fuel the fire, shift the gear. Every lap a rebel's dream. Gasoline, hearts and the scream. Dave and Dean crown the track. Each corner fight, ain't turning back. Crank it loud, boys, let it blast. Roads of fury racing fast. Southern pride racing hours here. Fuel the fire, shift the gear. Nights alive, wheels embrace, burn the streets, set the pace. Hours, speed's the creed, southern fried racing breed. pace. Hours, speed's the creed.